So welcome back. So we are here at the next venue, the Sun Yat Sen Nanyang Memorial Hall. Okay, so as you can see behind me is actually Sun Yat Sen's statue, and this memorial hall is actually also known as Wan Qing Yuan, formerly as the Sun Yat Sen's villa, a two-story colonial style villa in Balestier, Singapore. So the villa is now a museum commemorating Sun Yat Sen from 1866 to 1925, and we will know him as the founding father of the Republic of China, who visited Singapore 9 times between 1900 to 1911. And this place itself, this memorial hall, is actually located at 12 Tai Ging Road, off Ahut Road in Balestier. Alright, so the villa actually occupies an area of approximately 3,120 square meters and played a crucial role in 1911 Xinhai Revolution by serving as the Tongmenhui's base in Nanyang, which is Southeast Asia in the early 20th century.
A few moments later.
You can see behind me, right, this is the villa itself. There is a bit of history over here. Now, the villa was designed in 1900 and built in 1901 by Bo Chuan Ho, a businessman who owned the newspaper Union Times. So the villa was actually rumored to be a home for his mistress Bing Chan, hence it's called Bing Chuan Home House. In 1902, Boy sold the villa for $10,800 to Ling Ah San, the Tauke of a timber business in Johor and Singapore, and the leader of the Teochew Secret Society, Ning Ting Gong Si. So the building was constructed in a classical colonial style, featuring ornate arch windows and doors, eaves decorated with floral patterns and movable louvred windows. In 1905, actually Robert managed Teo Eng Hock, great-grandfather of Singapore's Deputy Prime Minister Teo Chee Hean, brought the villa for his mother, Tan Po Neo, as a place of retirement. So he renamed this place as Wan Qing Yuan, name inspired by a line from a Tang Dynasty poem by Li Shang-ying. So in July 1905, right, Sun Yat-sen actually met Teo, Tan Cho Lang, and Li Ni Sun in Singapore through his close friends Yolk, were en route to Europe from Japan. And in April 1906, when Sun visited Singapore again, Teo offered his villa for use as the Tongmenhui's headquarters in Southeast Asia. And at the villa, right, the Tongmenhui planned numerous uprisings and fundraising activities leading to the 1911 Xinhai Revolution, to the Chaozhou Uprising, May 1907. And then Zhennan Guan Uprising in December 1907 and Heiko Uprising in April 1908. They were actually planned in this villa itself. So Teo and his wife Tan Sok Jin actually saw the flag of the Republic of China in the villa. And after Teo sold the villa in 1912, right, the villa changed ownership multiple times until it was purchased in 1937 by 6 Chinese leading businessmen in Singapore, like Li Gongqian, Tan Ying Tian, Li Qing Tian, Chu Hing Sui, Li Cho Seng, and Yolk. So in the following year, right, they donated the villa to the Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce. And after the establishment of the Republic of China, right, the nationalist government, right, funded the refurbishment of the villa and converted it into a memorial hall in 1940. And at the same time, right, they gathered information and artifacts related to Sun Yat-sen from overseas and Chinese communities, and opened the hall to the public. Alright, so we will now go and take a look at inside to take a look. Japanese occupation of Singapore, the Japanese military, right, actually used this villa here as a communication base and Camp Petai branch office. So many of the original artifacts, right, and furniture of the hall were destroyed. And after the war, right, the nationalist government, right, funded the restoration of the villa and set up the Singapore branch of the Kuomintang there. However, right, following the communist victory in the Chinese Civil War and founding of the People's Republic of China in October 1949, right, the British colonial proscription of the KMT, right, becomes an unlawful organization, and a lack of foreign exchange, right, is sufficient to maintain the center, right. The house closed down as a political office, and then, right, in 1951, right, what happens is that the SCCCI regained ownership of the villa and renamed it as Sun Yat Sen Villa after renovations in 1964. October 1994, right, actually the Singapore government gazetted the villa as a national monument. So 2 years later, right, the SCCCI actually renamed the villa to Sonja-San and announced its plans to actually expand the place. The villa closed in November 1997 for renovation work at a cost of $57.5 million. And it was actually reopened to the public as a museum on 12 November 2001. So in 2009, right, the SCCI actually appointed the National Heritage Board to manage the museum, and redevelopment work, right, took place in October 2010. And 1 year later, right, actually the villa itself was reopened to the public on 8 October 2011 to commemorate the centenary of the Xinhai Revolution. Over at this villa itself, right, it actually currently houses a collection of nearly 400 artifacts, including calligraphy works, photographs, old books, paintings, and sculptures. So it's spread throughout the 5 galleries in 2 levels, and the villa is actually redecorated in the style of an old Peranakan house. And has 180 new artifacts added. So the Lee Foundation actually paid for most of the painting here, and the bronze wall mural and bronze statues and busts, which was worth over 1.5 million in total. So just alongside the villa, right, is actually Zhongshan Park, also named after Sun Yat Sen, an integrated hotel, commercial and retail development, completed in 2013. There are some highlights actually over at this place. So like a 2-meter tall bronze wall mural, which spans 60 meters to the back of the building, and depicts the Singapore's history from 1840s to the 1940s. It was sculpted by the artists from China between 1999 and early 2005. And actually it depicts, right, scenes of Singapore as a fishing village in the 1840s and the Suqing massacre in 1942. When you actually go around the places, right, actually you will see bronze statues, right, not statues scattered around the garden, including those of persons, right, who helped Sun Yat Sen in the Singhai Revolution. So there is a 1 meter tall sculpture of Sun Yat Sen seated on a chair, which actually at the beginning, when I came into the entrance, right, you'll be able to see it, yeah, down here. And also in front there is one also, right. So he's seated on a chair, which is a below one. And also, right, it was represented by the Chinese government, right, in 1937. More bronze sculpture of Sun Yat Sen line the hallway leading to the museum's entrance. So as you go in, right, you will see a lot more actually. All watercolor and paintings and calligraphy work, right, by Singaporean and Chinese artists such as painter Liu Kang, Buddhist monk, and artist Reverend Song Nian, and cultural medallion winning artists Ong Kim Seng and Tan Sui Hian. Actually, these are found in the galleries on the second level. As you go along this villa to find out about this memorial hall, to find out about more on this place, right, actually you will also see like photographs of Sun Yat Sen and members of the Tong Men Hui Singapore branch, taken at Wan Qing Yuan around 1906. And then Nanyang and the founding of Republic, the memo of Tiong Eng Hock, a book by Tiong Eng Hock, providing the detailed record of the Tong Men Hui's activities in Southeast Asia is also found here. And Wan Qing Yuan and Chinese Revolution, a recollection by Tan Chong Lang, which is a book actually printed in the 1940s. It contains records of the Tong Men Hui's activities in Singapore, can be found here also. Finally, right, a work of Chinese calligraphy bearing the Chinese characters Bo Ai is presented to Sun Yat Sen to Tiong Eng Hock's nephew, Tiong Beng Wan. And then a seal, right, belonging to Tan Chong Lam, engraved with the Chinese characters Jie Ai Guo Yuan, right, can be found here also. Sun Yat Sen Memorial Hall. I think it's a very fantastic place to come and learn about how the China history and Singapore are connected, and also like during the Japanese World War, right, how actually Sun Yat Sen and the followers will actually help the
victims of during the Japanese World War. So I think there are many historical facts over here that actually I enjoy a lot. Like for example, I saw the different history galleries, so I saw the different paintings. It's really very beautiful, and you all really should come and actually take a look to actually visit and find out more in this place. A place full of tranquil, a place full of very beautiful artifacts around that you will really enjoy it, and you will really be able to understand more about this history that has played a part in the building of Singapore.
Later.
We went through quite a few places in this virtual outing, but I think last but not least, actually we should be talking about the festival that we are actually celebrating for this period that we are filming. So actually when we are filming at this period is near to Dragonboat Festival. That's why we went out to the sea. We went to different places to actually take a look, and all these places that we went to have historical facts behind it. Now, what about Dragonboat Festival? I think most of us know why we celebrate Dragonboat Festival for the Chinese. The most prominent history that we know of is because of Qu Yuan lah. Qu Yuan is a poet and minister during the ancient state of Chu. So actually during that time when he was the minister, right, the king decided to ally with the increasingly powerful state of Qing. So actually Qu Yuan, right, was bandaged, right, for opposing the alliance, and after that the majesty or the king even accused him and banished him and accused him of treason basically. So when he was exiled, Qu Yuan actually wrote a great deal of poetry, and 28 years later, right, the emperor or the king, right, Qing, right, actually captured in the Chu capital, and when that happened, in despair, right, actually Qu Yuan, right, died by suicide by drowning himself in the Milo River. And when the local people, right, who admire him know that, right, they were very sad, and they raised out their boats to save him and at least try to retrieve the body. This is actually quite sad and it becomes the origin of the Dragonboat races. Like everybody in the boat, they row, who can get there the fastest to actually retrieve the body. But
you know, when all the villagers actually try to retrieve his body, they cannot find in the body. So they try to drop all the balls of sticky rice, and that's what we know as a rice dumpling today. So they drop the balls of sticky rice into the river, right? And and hoping that the fish will eat the sticky rice ball instead of Qu Yuan's body. Now this is said to be the origin of the rice dumpling, or in Chinese we call it 粽子. And during World War II, right, actually Qu Yuan, right, began to be treated in a nationalist way as China's first patriotic poet. So the view of Qu Yuan's social idealism, right, and unbending patriotism, right, actually became a canonical under the People's Republic of China, and after the 1949 communist victory in Chinese Civil War. So this is a small little fact or history about why the Chinese celebrate Dragonboat Festival, or in Chinese we call it 端午节. Now, I don't want to bore you all with all this history actually. So what I am going to do is, in fact, introduce to you some delicious thing, which is the rice dumpling. Alright, so we will take a look at the rice dumpling now. Okay, so what I have here is, just now actually I brought you all to the Eastern rice dumpling there to buy the dumpling lah, rice dumpling. So what we have here is actually 3 different flavors of the dumpling. Now the first flavor is the Hokkien rice dumpling, or the very I guess well known lah, because it's the more traditional kind. So actually, right, this is like the Nanyang dumpling that normally people will eat. And then this one that we have here with me over here is actually the Cantonese style rice dumpling with egg yolk, but I don't know whether they got egg yolk here lah, but it should be inside. So this one is more towards like Cantonese, Guangzhou lah, Hong Kong lah. They will actually eat this type of dumpling. And then we have a more, I would say, flavorish type of dumpling, which is this. This is the Qizang with bean paste. So as you can see inside, there is actually red bean paste inside the dumpling itself. So I'm going to try this dumpling, and then I will let you all, I will tell you all how it tastes like. But before that, just now you all know that actually when we went for the boat tour, right? They gave us the Gong Cha voucher. Yes. So actually I used that $3 voucher. So the toll ride is $13. And I used a $3 voucher and I bought this mango green tea. Okay, let me try the mango green tea first. So the mango green tea, I actually put aloe vera inside. Quite healthy lah, and weather is hot, so quite cooling as well after you drink it. Okay, the mango taste wow, good. You won't. It's like green tea with mango, but the mango flavor is like covering the green tea already. Then the aloe vera, wow, after adding inside and you drink and you eat at the same time, wow, it's fantastic, yeah. So for those of you who like fruit tea, you all should go and try this mango green tea. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's have the main dish now. Our bacang, or our rice dumpling. So I'm going to try the Hokkien rice dumpling first, the more traditional one first. They add quite a lot of soya sauce. If I'm not wrong, it's dark soya sauce, right? Inside the dumpling itself. Yeah. So to make the coloring this color. The texture is very smooth, right? And the meat, right? Okay, first of all, rice dumpling is not halal. So for Muslim or Malays, right, if you're are very careful about this thing, right, please do not get rice dumpling, okay? The meat is very tender actually, yeah. So and inside, right, there is this thing, where I show you. This is the mushroom, or we call it donggu in Chinese. The whole thing, right, once combined together and after you go and heat it, right, the flavor of all the ingredients, right, actually mix very well. This is, if I'm not wrong, is chestnut. Very tender actually. So if you enjoy this kind of traditional dumpling, yes, this is something that you will want to buy during this period or anytime. Actually, you know, rice dumpling is sold throughout the whole year, so you can buy anytime. But for this time of commemoration, this year of commemoration, you may want to get this. Okay, the next is the what we known as the Cantonese style rice dumpling with egg yolk. So I will try to find the egg yolk, but let me try and taste the Cantonese style rice dumpling first. So you can see the mushroom with the this thing inside the skin is white. I think they didn't add too much soya sauce, right? So basically, what you can feel is that it's not very. You won't eat until too gao. You know, you won't feel until like it's very gao. Oh, it's just very like the taste is not too strong. Very lightly taste. I'm able to eat the egg yolk actually. Egg yolk is surrounding the whole dumpling itself. And just now is the mushroom. Alright. Then after that, next, right, is the meat itself. So the meat itself, right, is actually this color. I believe it should be the same type of meat they use for this company or this store. Also very tender. So if you like Cantonese style one, yeah, this is something that will actually make you feel very excited about. The last one is the gizang. Gizang is you know, they don't have meat basically, so it's I guess more for the vegetarian people that you don't want meat, right? But they have like red bean paste or different flavors actually inside. So it's just rice, sticky rice with the paste, yeah. But for this, you can taste that the bean, right, red bean, right, the flavor, right, is very strong. It's very unique. It surrounds the whole sticky rice itself and makes the whole thing, right, very nice, very suitable. Not like the other one won't overtake the flavor actually. Okay, so I will be having the food now. Then later I will just do a ending lah.
More moments later.
So for this virtual outing, we have brought you to 3 different places, 2 out of Singapore and 1 in Singapore itself. So at the St. John Island and the Kusu Island, we learn about the different historical facts about those 2 islands, and also we have managed to see so many beautiful sceneries, and also we are in nature. Now at this place, Sonja-San Memorial Hall, I think it was a very fantastic place to come, because you get to learn about the culture, the history, and all the little details about how things has been going on through the Japanese occupation. So in this month when we are filming and with the Dragonboat festival actually approaching, I think it's good that we are here to actually enjoy about all this history and culture that impacted the Chinese and also other races. Because I think even if we are not part of this history, but yet we are able to really learn and enjoy it. Just like how Dragonboat Festival actually taught us on a very important aspect of remembering all these important details while envisioning towards the future. So I hope you enjoy the 3 places that I brought you to, and may you learn a lot on these different places that we have went to, and be able to see and view from all these 3 different places that and the insights to these 3 different places. So I hope you have enjoyed this journey with me so far.
So if you like my video today, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and also on the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video.